can definitely tell NDSU has turned a corner here in February the way they have played. Shakari White missing the game-winning 3, but 12 points off the bench, including a couple of threes.
Yeah, love what he's doing on the offensive and defensive end. They're trusting him. They're putting him in a lot of big spots, and he's rewarding them. Couldn't come up with that last 3, but you got to love the way that he's playing.
Andrew Morgan, only 2 points in the first half. He took on a different mentality in the second half. 12 second half points, 14 overall, but had the critical miss on the front end of the 1-and-1.
Yeah, really the only time he was stopped in that second half is when the double team got there. When the double team didn't get there, as you see there, he was able to score. His level of skill is extremely high, and he's the leader of this team.
It was a tough afternoon for BJ Omad, but was able to piece together a couple of buckets, had a big jam, and then hit a jumper late in the game as well. 9 points for BJ and just 4 of 12 shooting.
Yeah, I think, especially in the first half, NDSU really had him playing on his heels with the level of physicality. DeMar Wheeler-Thomas deserves a lot of credit for the way he guarded BJ Omad tonight.
And Ian Acho, 6 of 19 from the field, but did have 15 points, 9 rebounds as well for the guard.
Well, and Ian Acho was so important in the first half because he was really the most comfortable guy out there for UND that kind of weathered that initial storm for NDSU. And then in the most important possession of the game, he was able to get in transition and find Amar.
Shakari White, not a bad look. It was well set up there out of the timeout by the Bison and Coach Dave Richmond. As we take a look at the final numbers. Again, the shooting percentage for North Dakota, not pretty, just 5 of 22 from 3, but the 12 second chance points, the 14 offensive rebounds, and limiting the turnovers. That is really what allowed North Dakota to stay in the game.
Yeah, it's not often that you win a basketball game when the other team shoots 11% better than you, but really, just like you said, those offensive rebounds, NDSU did a really good job on the defensive glass for about 75% of the game, and then down the stretch when it mattered the most, UND was able to add a couple extra possessions by getting on the offensive glass, getting on transition, and just trying to find a way to score the ball around that nice half-court set defense by NDSU.
And again, North Dakota State in the second half shot 50% from the field, 11 of 22. But North Dakota had 12 more shot attempts because of the turnovers, because of the offensive rebounds. And it's a law of averages. If you give yourself more opportunities, you're more likely to make more.
Yeah, NDSU's issue has never really been offense this entire year. They've shot a fantastic percentage almost this entire year. It's just all the other areas, like I said, transition and offensive rebounds, and that showed up for tonight. But if I'm NDSU, a split this weekend is definite progress. I'm feeling much better about things, and I think we're seeing that NDSU team that has reached the conference championship game 7 of the last 11 years. They're starting to show up.